going on, folks? We're going to do something a little interesting for you guys today. We're going to take an in-depth look at Ryu. And after you guys watch this video, you guys will probably be the best Ryu players in the world, second to the guy standing next to me right now. I brought in a specialist just for you guys. This man, if you guys aren't familiar with him by now, you should be. But this is Air. Air, tell us where you're from.
So I'm born in Hong Kong,
okay,
and I moved to Canada when I was 6.
Okay.
So I'm a Canadian, Chinese-Canadian.
You're Chinese-Canadian?
Yeah, so a lot of people think I'm Japanese. I actually lived there for almost 2 years.
In Japan?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to learn the Japanese cuisine. I'm actually a Japanese chef myself. I make sushi and... yeah, and I went there to go to school to learn the language in order to work at a restaurant.
Nice.
And that's... yeah.
So basically, you're like the closest thing to the real life Ryu. You've lived all over the place. You're studying the culture and everything.
Yes.
To be the best.
Yes. No, not to be the best. Just my interest.
Well, what are some of your favorite things to cook?
To cook? A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, let's say I'm good with sushi.
Okay.
Yeah, I make sushi.
Did you go to school for it?
No, not like I went to culinary school in Canada, but that's for Western food. Because I've been working in Japanese restaurants, right? I don't want to like do that at work and school.
Right.
So I want to expand my knowledge in school.
So then, when do you have time for Street Fighter?
So that's how I approach Street Fighter in Japan. So I had no friends in Japan. I couldn't speak the language in the first few months, right?
Okay,
So
that makes obviously.
I've been studying hard at home, but I was pretty lonely, you know, on weekends. So I was like, okay, I have to like hit up an arcade.
Right.
I was like, all right, so this is the game that everybody plays now.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I have no friends, and this is like one-on-one. So I have to play this.
Right.
But it was pretty frustrating in the beginning because I never played Street Fighter. I played King of Fighters.
That's just what I was about to ask.
Yeah, I played King of Fighters.
You started
all
with
combos and all aggressiveness.
Okay.
And this is like everybody. I think the first matchup I played, I used Ryu because I'll use all the main characters in every game.
Okay.
So I just picked Ryu. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna pick it.
Who did you use in King of Fighters?
I used Kill and Yori and all the main characters.
So you don't bother wasting time at the character select screen. You look at the poster of the game, see who's on it, and go straight to it.
Whoever is good looking.
Very good. I like that. I like that style.
And then I think the first match was DHALSIM.
Oh,
I was like, wow, this game sucks. Yeah. Like I can't do anything because there's a lot of jump ins in King of Fighters, and I can't do anything.
Right, because you got beat from full screen.
Exactly. So I was like, wow, I really hate this game. So I'm not gonna play anymore. But and then of course I still did because I had no friends. And then and there's several really good Bison characters in where I live in Yokohama.
Okay.
And then maybe people heard of him, Kuma. He was one of the top Bison player, and he was being beating almost everybody. I was like, wow, maybe I should go with character instead of the
right.
Yeah. Then I chose Bison, and I was like, wow, it's much easier. It's like all about like rushdown. I was like, oh, I like this character, right? And then one day, this Japanese player came up to me. His name is Mazu. He came up to me. He's like, oh, you don't use Ryu anymore? I was like, no, I don't know how to use him.
Like, I would, I just don't know what I'm doing.
And then he was like, no, your Ryu, it was good. I was like, oh, really? Thank you. He's like, but now I use him instead. He's like, oh. He's like, why don't you start a card? Like, we have this ID card, so you have your player name and collect the points. Yeah. And then I was like, I would, but I don't know how to access into it. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I see. And then before he left the arcade, he bought me a card. I was like, here.
Amazing. This is the story.
Yes, this is how everything started.
Not only your path to Ryu, but also your first friend in Japan.
Exactly. He was my first Japanese friend.
Okay.
And then with my broken Japanese, somehow I could communicate with him.
Very good.
And then he gave me the card, and he was like, you access this. I was like, wow, thank you. Like, for somebody you don't know, right? Yeah. And then I went home. I tried to access this shit. I had no idea how to do this. Right. It's all in Japanese. Yeah. And then the next day, I went back there, and then, of course, he taught me how to register for me. And I used to play a lot of online games, and I used it where name Air. And I just, I'll just do.
Where did the name Air come from?
I don't know. I've been playing a lot of online games when I was young with my brother, and somehow I just used it.
Oh, well,
you know, A as in like the main character, like the first letter?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, something with A. I was like, Air. Okay, let's do this. That's how I did it. And
I love it. I'm sorry, not keep going. I like it.
Yeah, and yeah, that's it. And then I went back to Ryu because I don't even know who Daigo was.
Right.
I don't know anybody.
Right.
I was like, one day I saw Dan from Japan. He's Ryu player. No, Ryu player. He's Daigo's homie.
Okay.
And then Daigo also used Ryu. And I was like, wow, these two guys are amazing. They're using Ryu, which I think wasn't so good in their game. And they're just beating everybody. They're having like streaks. And I started going every day after school, after work. I would just stand behind them and watch. And I was like, this character interests me. And I want to try and pick it up again. And I started learning from them. Okay. And everything made more sense. I was like, oh, that's how you do it. You can't jump. Like this game, you can't jump. It's all about patience. Right. I still haven't learned that yet, but it's okay. And then I started, and then my friends, the Mazo, whoever bought me the card, and we started playing our home, I call it home arcade, because I go there all the time. It's in Yokohama. And there's a lot of good players that are not known. And that's where Tokido plays too. And then we started joining like local tournaments. And that's how did you place at those? We surprisingly, it's all teams, but we place pretty high, and that's how I started liking joining tournaments too. So now, what we're going to be able to bring to you guys out there is he is going to share some of his best secrets and his tips on how he took his skill from just being a guy who was thinking about dropping his main character to go for the easier Bison. And he's going to share with you how to do it and how to stick with your character, stick with Ryu, for that matter, and get to a much better level than you're at probably right now. You have a game plan that you go into before, like a general one for every character, or does it alter between characters? For myself, usually I have the same game plan. So usually I would I'll probably stay full screen. I'll throw several fireballs just to see how they react. So that's what you did. I was about to ask, like when you're throwing fireballs, you don't care necessarily about hitting them. It's more to see how they react to it. For the first round. For the first round, okay. And I usually use my first round. And depending how they react, how do you change your game plan? Oh, you can probably tell how they do. Okay. When you throw like full screen fireball, some people do focus. You can really tell that guy's really defensive, or he's trying to like save up. Yeah, he's trying to build his meter up. Exactly. Okay. And does that threaten you at all? It doesn't threaten me. Whenever you focus, you have to backdash, right? So I'll start pushing him in the corner. Okay. That's my game plan. I was like, okay. So once can you put me in there? Yeah. So that's like the worst position for every character. They don't want to be in the corner. So if we're fighting and you throw a fireball. Yeah. And I backdash. Let's keep going. He has to backdash here. Right. You're already like, I'm pushing you back. And now I'm in the corner. Now you're in shit because you're sagging. Right. You have to be afraid of my jumping. Right. And you can't jump out. Right, because if I jump out... I have to take uppercut. Yeah. And you blocked it. Right. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm just... Yeah. And I just poke you, like, all day. And you know that distance perfectly. Yeah. Because... You can't do Daiko knee here, because my jab is going to beat it. So yeah, I just get hit. Alright, so... Now that, you know, everybody watching now, we've got our character, we got Ryu, we're ready to go. Okay. What should we be focusing on right now? How am I going to get better? Basically, since we all have consoles right now, right? Yeah. We should focus on training mode. Okay. And just to expand your knowledge about the game. Okay. How do I expand my knowledge? I'm using Ryu and I keep losing. I don't know why I'm losing. What should I be doing with this character? Alright, so first, it's like training mode. You see, like, there's lines? Yes. Like, you see the lines, right? Right. That's how you measure your spacing. I thought that was just for decoration, to be honest. No. You see, even there's lines on the back of the wall. That's your height spacing. Like, for example, you want to know how far your low forward goes.
Right.
So you press this. So, oh, it reached that line. So you have 1 cube of space.
Okay.
So once you're used to this screen, and you have to put this in the actual whatever stage.
So basically, when I'm at this screen right now, because I'm not gonna lie, like this is real talk right now. Like I envisioned this just for decoration.
No, all the lines are for spacing.
I should be using this screen, and I should be like implanting this imagery in my head no matter what stage I'm on.
Exactly.
I should be visualizing cubes even if I'm on a boat fighting in Seth's laboratory.
Yes.
You know, okay, no matter where. Okay.
So let's say I jump in. I don't know if my round is going to reach, right? But it reaches because, well, I've been training.
Right, right.
So that's like this line. I know it's going to hit.
Right.
Here, it's going to hit. That's the max distance. So I'm counting how many cubes there is. So I know, I was like, oh, here, I'm going to, like, my max is going to hit. If I don't press anything here, he's not going to hit me.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm just going to figure this out.
Right.
So he has to guess. I'm not the one guessing if I jump at this distance.
Well, I'm actually, my mind is blown right now. I did not know to look up for cubes.
So there's a really, I don't know if it's new, but it's a pretty common tatsu that we all do. Maybe you see me or Daigo doing it, like this.
Yes.
So how, like, people are like, how do I practice this, right? So there's the height.
Okay.
Where my head is going to land, and probably 1, 2, 3. The third line, like here, here's where I press it.
Huh.
Hit.
It's almost at the peak of your jump.
Yes,
too,
exactly.
Huh? Okay.
You see where the head is going to, like right where the yellow bar is?
Yeah.
That's where you press it. It's going to hit.
And does it matter what the other character's height is?
Of course. That's why you need both characters.
Okay. Yeah. So you have to practice on the smallest characters and the tallest of characters to see when. Okay.
But there's only 3 hitboxes, like small, medium, and big. So you have to know all the.
Yeah.
That'll save your time.
Okay. Small being like a Kami. Medium being like a Balrog. And tall being Sagat.
Able.
Oh, Able. I didn't realize that. In case people aren't sure, what is exactly a safe jump?
Safe jump is a jump that you jump in that nothing can hit you back.
Right.
You can block.
They can't.
You can block the reversal in time.
Okay.
It only works for any attack that's not 3 frames.
Okay.
So let's say Sagat's upper gets 5 frames, I believe. So that works.
Right.
So let's say here. For example, there's a lot of safe jumps for RYU'S. So this is how I use in training mode, like record mode.
Okay.
For example, I put so usually you choose your character. One player is the character you wanted, you main, and then the character you want to record as dummy.
Okay.
And here, let's say I want to do a safe jump on Sagat. So first thing you want to do, make sure you have. Maybe you don't need a meter, but meter putting refill is better than infinite.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah, it gives you discipline, so you can't have unlimited meter. It's more realistic and real match.
So when you're recording, you look at the bar right now, like the meter, they're not like full yet.
Right.
So maybe what you want to do is restart. Maybe you want to do a sweep into safe jump.
Okay.
So you dash forward twice. Okay. So down right now.
Okay.
So I'm blocking after the recording.
So after that attack, you already started blocking.
Right. So now I want it to play back.
Okay.
So I'm Sagat. So I want to know. I'm doing the dash because where I am in the screen. Sagat is in the screen. I'm going to adjust it again. Dashing forward to make it the closest range for the sweep. So let's say.
The battle has begun. Fight!
That wasn't a safe jump. Your timing has to be.
So you have to make sure you get it down.
Exactly.
So that your jump
you have to
can't be
practice.
punished. Yeah. That was good. That looked like it was good. It hit deep.
You want to hit him in the balls.
Yeah.
The battle has begun. Fight!
That was good.
Very good. When you're gonna play a character, you need to know
if you can safe jump. On him.
Yeah.
That's important. That's like free pressure. You're landing free. Jump in. Even though if he blocks it, you're still building meter, right?
Right, yeah. If he blocks it, that's fine.
Yes.
Because now you're adding pressure, you're pushing him to the
It's still
corner.
in your favor.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he blocks it. So a lot of people think like, oh, I'm not doing damage. It's useless. No, you push him in the corner, you're building meter, you're applying pressure. and it's free.
Right.
He's not gonna hit you.
So
He can't do anything.
So if you're jumping in on a character out there and you get hit, you're jumping incorrectly, pretty much, right?
Exactly.
Because you shouldn't be able to get hit.
Exactly. This shouldn't work like you see here.
Right.
And what's good in training was, for example, SAGAT. That's the command for uppercut, right? So okay.
Right.
So I changed Akuma, and you can still like leave the same. If you don't leave the training mode, the recording thing is still there.
So why doesn't it work on Akuma?
Because he has a
teleport.
No, the free frame shuriken
uppercut.
Never works.
Okay.
It doesn't work on Ryu. It doesn't work on Akuma. It works on Ken if he uses the strong version uppercut. His 4 frame.
Yeah, okay. So it has to be 3.
So it has to use the fierce or the jab.
How would you go about practicing footsies?
Footsies, well, I would put the dummy, like character I want to practice against, and keep whiffing.
Like one of their best pokes.
Yeah, the poke I want to punish.
Yeah.
So let's say I want to do, I want to punish Ryu's low forward.
Yeah.
So I would have the dummy.
One of his best pokes. You see Ryu players all over the world just spamming that move. Yeah.
And I'll do it in max distance. This is max distance, by the way.
Okay.
It's never going to touch.
And you knew it was max distance.
Because of the 1 cube.
Just because of the cube.
I told you, it's 1 cube, exactly.
Okay.
So it's not going to touch you.
The battle has begun. Fight!
Keep doing it for the full 10 seconds.
Okay.
So you have enough time to practice. Or, that's good. We're going to play back.
It's the battle of the century. Fight!
And now what you're basically doing is you're standing outside of that range.
I already know the max range.
You know the range. You know, it's a cube.
Where my sweep was going to hit is longer.
Yeah.
So we're going to try other pokes of that. Oh.
Yeah.
Just like that.
So would you say the best way to punish that is with a sweep?
With a sweep.
Okay, because it has more range than the medium kick.
Yes.
Okay.
Fireball is actually part of the footsies for you.
How would you apply fireballs to footsies?
It's no different from sweep. Let's say if you whip a sweep and if you do a jump in, you still get a full combo.
Okay, yeah.
So your fireball is basically... So let's say at this distance, I would throw fireball. It's hard for them to jump by reaction. And it's going to beat whatever he's going to do. Because this is the longest poke you have. This is where I would throw fireball.
Yeah, that makes sense because that's what Daigo always hits me.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, you can't jump in by reaction like that.
Right.
So, and he knows that's your best poke. And my best poke would be fireball at this situation.
I have never considered fireballs to being a poke.
Yeah, it's part of poke because it's free chip too. And that's my longest and it comes out as a projectile. So.
So what you essentially want to do is you want to sit in training mode, practice against the characters.
Yes, try all their best pokes, know the distance, and know your distance where you can punish a whiff or punish block.
And then you'll be a footsie master in no time. Ryu has some basic moves: the fireball, the uppercut, and the hurricane kick.
Basically, that's all he has.
You know, sounds very basic.
Yes.
But to really master him takes a lot of technique and practice as well, right?
Yes.
Why don't you talk to us a little bit about his fireball?
So let's say where I throw fireball.
Okay.
Of course, I would throw it at max range because nothing's gonna harm me but hurricane against Ryu. And also using different version of fireball is very important.
Okay.
The speed.
Yeah.
The speed and just where you want to position them.
Okay.
This is basically where you control them.
You know, on average, I would think that people would only use the slow fireball or the fast fireball.
Right, but the medium is actually very important too.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Because it's like it's not too slow and it's not too...
Yeah, it's the awkward
This is too slow.
Yeah.
It's almost as fast, but it's at like the perfect speed that you want them to be.
Interesting.
Well, first when I practice in training mode again, like with fireball, so I put it in record mode. So let's say when you throw a fireball, his arms are sticking out, right?
Yeah.
So that adds 1 cube almost.
Okay.
So you want it, whenever you throw, you have to expect you have 2 cubes of hitbox here where you throw. So you actually have 2. So even full screen, let's say here, if there's 2, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit if he throws fireball from there. So you want to know if I throw it over there, there's risk.
Because you extend your body.
Yes, but let's say if I'm the Ryu player, I'll be like, oh, the max thing he can do is this. You can't even land a sweep.
Okay. Wow.
First, I get hit, I'm going to be pushed back.
Yeah.
The max distance is not going to hit.
Okay.
So you know where the max distance is. So the only thing you're going to risk is one jumping around. That's it.
Okay.
So that's where you want to know. So, oh, okay, so here I can throw fireballs. And that's probably the only thing I'm going to hit. So that's fine.
Throwing fireballs any closer than that, you risk eating a huge combo.
Not a huge combo, you know. Then this is like probably a sweep.
Yeah.
So I have to know.
Right. Okay.
The recovery time is the same for every character, no, for every version of fireball. But the jab one seems to recover faster because by the time the fireball hits, you already recover. Yeah. So it's the fireball making the recovery time different. So if you keep throwing the fast one here, he already jumped in before your fireball hits. But if here you already recovered, then you have time to do a anti-air.
You really have to think about which fireball you want to use.
So
rather than
if you
just
think you're
chucking
going to jump in the corner, they want to jump out.
They want to jump out.
You throw a jab, it's harder for them to.
Right.
It makes them hesitate because coming out so slow. They're like, oh, if I jump out, he'll have time to like.
If they jump out,
let's say I put in human. Yes.
All right.
So let's say let's start.
You got me in there.
Okay, don't block. Let's say I landed this.
Okay.
I'll keep throwing jabs and try to jump out. I don't have time. If I throw a fierce one. Exactly. Okay. That's how it works. But if it's a jab one,
jab fireball,
I want to punish that. That's how it works. So the medium one, you have to do it in training when adjust yourself.
I'm smirking. I like what I see. Can you, there's another thing that I know people overlook, and it's the uppercut. What is the best way to use the uppercut? Sometimes I see it trade. Sometimes I've tried to jump in on people when they're on the floor and I just get hit clean. What is the secret to that?
Well, especially in Super right now, his uppercut invincibility is nerfed, so you have to use a strong one. And so it's not too strong right now if you do it. Let's say you do a jump in. Can't jump in on me? Usually it's going to trade because but it probably doesn't trade on Ryu maybe. When you do it, the proper way to do it is crouch.
Crouch first.
Have Ryu crouch and then you do the command. This way it lowers their attack. It lowers their body and their attack, it's not going to hit you it's going to hit you later. Exactly, that's going to hit.
Okay.
If you do it later, it's going to beat me clean.
So you try to
because before because my attack is going to hit you.
You crouch and then you try to do the uppercut at the very last second while they're still in the air, of course.
Yes. Lowers their body and your attack is not going to before it hits.
And if I stand up and do it,
right now, that works too. But some characters like but some characters like Blanca or Sagat, you have to crouch it, otherwise it's going to trade.
Okay. Oh yeah, because depending on their attacks.
Yeah, exactly. And like people want to do like a cross-up uppercut, you have to do it crouching. Yeah, so like if I try to cross you up, you have to crouch. Otherwise, you're gonna get hit by the cross-up attack before. See? Oh, I don't understand how you're doing that motion from crouching. So what I want to do is I'm always holding down forward. Down forward. So I'm ready for the shortcut motion. Yeah. So you're not even holding down, you're holding down forward. No, if you hold down, let's say you have super is going to come out. That's why my super was coming out. So you have to hold down forward, so you're ready for a shortcut uppercut. Okay. What is the shortcut? Shortcut is like down forward and up and then down forward again. Instead of having the down, you're never going to touch down. So you're doing it. Especially when you're doing a crouching motion, it always puts in a crouching motion rate. Yeah. I'm not doing the right, you're not worried about where I'm at. Yeah, it's going to autocorrect if you do it properly. Yeah. Because once you get this, autocorrect everything's easier. There's a shortcut.
I've never practiced a shortcut. I think that's something everybody needs to practice.
Yeah, it makes
shortcuts.
everything easier.
My goodness. Throw me real quick and try to cross me up.
Okay,
I'm going to try that.
hold.
Oh my goodness. I need to switch mains right now. Do it again. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's how you do it. It's all about timing, and this shortcut motion makes everything
I have never
easier.
done a shortcut motion in my life. I use Honda. There's no shortcuts with Honda.
Yeah, that's correct. But yeah, that's how you do it.
Throw me again. I need to practice. I need this one more time. This is too sick. Oh, goodness gracious. Golly, it would be with all crazy animals. What are you doing? You can't jump in at me. I'm Ryu. I'm the best character in the game.
Well, of course, each character has a different
Right.
jump in, so you have to make sure you practice against the whole cast.
Okay. Shortcuts. I never knew. How do you utilize Ryu's Hurricane Kick?
Well, it's not... it's pretty useful, especially against projectile characters. Like, when Ryu throws a fireball with full screen, this is my only way to go through it and get my counter. Also, I would use it, let's say, in the beginning of a match.
Yeah.
If there's a way I can combo it into Hurricane Kick,
Yeah.
I only use Hurricane Kick.
Okay.
Just to push my character
To the corner.
closer to the corner.
Yeah.
Like, one Hurricane Kick there, I push him like half
Right.
the full screen, right?
Right.
And let's say when I'm cornered,
Yeah.
and I'm to get out, and I can somehow land a combo. Okay, let's say I'm in a comfortable lead.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take any more risks because I don't know what's he gonna do on wake up here, right?
Yeah.
And I'm putting
Probably
some risk.
Right.
But if I don't want to do any risk, I'll do a combo and just tatsu. Where here I get a
That's a light kick?
that's a light kick,
Okay.
and where I can get a free fireball, and I can start walking out after he blocks the first one.
Do that again?
Okay.
Now
He
you
has to
got-
block it.
Yeah.
He has to block it, and he's
Right.
gonna be, is in my favor now.
Yeah.
So example, after you block it, try and throw a fireball. I'm gonna jump.
Let's try that again.
Okay.
All right.
I just walk here. I can jump. Now I can land. He's gonna be in risk.
Right.
Okay. So then he's not gonna do anything. If he jumps, I'm gonna uppercut.
Okay.
I'm actually adjusting my own range to uppercut.
Ah.
I have a free walk. He can't do anything.
What happens if they don't do a quick get up?
That's fine. I still get a free dash.
Oh yeah, they still can't do anything.
They can't do anything. I just
Because if they
my purpose is to get out
Right.
and not take any more risk.
Right.
Well, we also use I can't say we. I also use the forward version Hurricane Kick.
Why would you use that one?
For example, it keeps me out of the risk as well. Let's say here, I get a max distance,
Oh.
low forward, right here. I'm not gonna put myself in risk, but
Yeah, that's
if he's gonna do uppercut, it's gonna whiff, even if you do the strong one. Not nest. Yep, that's why I do it. So let's say I do a ultra. If I want to come back, obviously I'm gonna do the roundhouse range just to get close. But if I do if I just want to make him scared, or I don't want to put myself in risk, I'll use this version. See, I'm at this distance. It's not gonna risk me. They can't throw me on wake up. It's
Right.
gonna whiff. And then jump tatsu, and this is the most common one we use. It's the full screen tatsu, which lands faster than the normal one, and it allows you to link into ultra. So let's say you're in the corner,
Okay.
throw a fireball. It's gonna hit, and you can.
Wow.
And it's lesser risk than this one. It's harder to punish.
Right.
You can just try and punish.
Yeah.
You can do it. Whatever.
Oh,
it's harder
okay.
to time, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I see what you're
Instead, compared to this one, it's slow, and then you can just do uppercut
saying. Yeah.
like that. So that's how I use it, and I get a free ultra.
I've never seen that.
And you get a free ultra.
I thought you can only link it after EX.
No,
Hurricane
because this
Kick.
way you're not going to get a free ultra.
Right.
Only thing you get is a super, where and it's harder to. Yeah, it's harder to. It'll be the last hit of it.
So it's
But
better
this
to use it in
allows
that
you to do
case.
a free ultra. Yeah, you did it. No meterless, and let's say a combo, not a combo, a hurricane kick here. You can do an ultra too.
Yeah.
That's it.
Seems like a overpowered character.
No, it's hard. It's hard.
There's a lot of tools. Yeah, he's got a lot of tools.
Yeah, tools in the Ultra, of course.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk a little bit about meter management.
Okay.
You know, for me with Honda, when I'm playing, you know, I can build meter pretty easily with my 100 hand slap, and what I use it for is mainly for the EX headbutt, just in case I need to get out of, you know, tough situations. Yes. So with Ryu, how do you gain meter, and what are you saving it for? Or do you just use it at your, whatever?
Well, so first thing I would do is get the first 2 meter.
Okay.
Or at least get 1 meter.
Okay.
Just to make them respect.
Right.
Meter.
Nice.
Right. Okay. So let's say a full screen. Let's get against a full screen against a character like Abel. He doesn't have any attack that can hit me.
Right.
This range. So maybe I would throw a fireball. And whatever he does, let's say a focus attack.
Yeah.
Here I have a gap to do 2 uppercuts.
Okay.
That's how much I built.
Yeah.
While during that gap.
Right.
Let's say you jump. I still have a gap to do.
Oh, okay.
Let's say jump. I still have a gap to do 1.
Yeah. Now
or
you're already
2.
at 1 meter.
If you jump forward, I still have a time to do 1.
Yeah. What are some good block strings you do to get meter?
Usually I do a jab, jab, jab.
And okay, just 3 quick jabs?
3 quick jabs in case he mashed on everything, like the command throw. It's not gonna hit me.
Right.
That's the perfect distance of the safe poke.
So you're calculating your distance with those 3 jabs. Right?
It's not gonna touch me.
What about EX? Will that grab you?
I don't think so. Nope. It's perfect.
And now you're at 2 meters, and the reason why you become deadly at 2 meters...
After it. Oh, let's take Abel as an example. Yeah. So after a step kick, after I bought a step kick, or after a knockdown, he has to guess.
Yeah.
You have to respect my uppercut now.
Right.
Because I'm going to FADC that shit. You have to respect that. And what's so important about Ryu having meter is like, when he builds super, it's a 3-frame super, it's not hard to land, and it does like great amount of damage.
Right. And
people have to start respecting, and it punishes a lot of stuff at a certain range. Like, let's say I have super right now. Okay, it's not gonna touch you, right? If I have super, it's gonna punish you. Walk back here, yeah.
I was blocking that.
Yeah, because that's how useful super is when.
Super punishes a lot of stuff.
For Ryu.
That's why you're always saving that meter.
Yes.
Huh.
If you watch how I play or my videos, I always have super and in no time. And after a sweep, let's say against Abel, where I get like free jump in, I'll just do random. I'll do some safe pokes, and then I'll probably end it with a low forward into fireball. Let's say after a knockdown, especially in the beginning of the round.
Yeah.
Almost 1 meter.
Wow. So in 1 knockdown.
Especially in the beginning of the match, when both players have no meter. Once you have a couple meters leading, you're already like, the match is already in your favor.
Right. Can you do that one more time?
Yeah.
I want to try blocking all of it.
Okay. It's almost 1 meter. What a lot of Ryu players I've found online, let's say, they throw a lot of full screen EX fireball, which doesn't work. It's just wasting meter.
Yeah, it's like
let's say luckily you hit. That's no damage.
Right.
Rather than EX fireball, save it for a super or a free.
Or the 2 meters.
Right, for a free wake up.
So don't waste your EX fireballs. Stop doing that.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Maybe you can do it like this range, out of nowhere can you get.
Yeah, that's not wasting it, because EX fireball can gain you position.
Exactly. But full screen,
it's a waste.
It's a waste. It's not gonna hit. Even if it's gonna hit, there's no damage.
If it hits.
And let's say when Ryu is in the corner, EX fireball is one of the safest way to get you out of the corner. And you just get the fuck out.
Now you're out. Now you're out. Now Abel's gonna be chasing you.
Exactly. Oh, I have to say, like, whenever I land, like let's say I dodge a fireball. When I land, I just do it real quick. The barely noticeable hurricane kick, I still do a meter.
Right.
It's not a lot, but it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
I'm still jumping anyways, right?
Yeah. You can't necessarily, you might not be able to see him doing that.
Yeah, and there's no, like,
the
recovery time is instant.
So you just build meter any sneaky way
I think,
you can.
yeah. I think Ryu is one of the best characters building meters, all kinds of ways.
Let's talk a little bit more about meter and managing it. How would you go about managing your meter, like in between rounds and stuff?
Between rounds, let's say let's say I play against Abel. When I'm losing, when he's leading like 70% or 50%, I wouldn't use my meter now.
Okay.
So first I expect myself losing this round.
Right.
But I want to save the meter for the next round. Otherwise, I have nothing next. If I use it now, I have nothing next round, and that's it. That's game over. But at least I'll try and make a 50%. So my goal is to. I set my goal into like making this 50% a comeback right now. And then, when we're about even, or when I'm about to get a stun, that's when I'm going to use my meter just for a comeback.
Right. So simply for comeback purposes.
Exactly, and maybe you don't know when you can have a chance to land super.
Right.
That's almost like 40% comeback. So
would you say sometimes it's best, you know, when you're holding on to a little bit of meter and it's still the, let's say you won the first round.
Yes.
And the second round you're losing, but you still have a good amount of meter. Would you say it's best to just almost give that round away and try to win meter?
I would. I'll save it and give that round.
Yeah.
For example, if you lose this round, the second round, you lose it, but you use all your meter, third round is like a guarantee lose.
Yeah, you go into the third round with nothing.
Yes.
It's better to just understand your losses, focus, and let's go into the third round with a full stock of meter.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
When you want to come back, or when you want to win the game, you always need 2 bars.
Right.
Just to make your opponent to respect.
It's all about respect. I love it.
Respecting, man. It's all about respect your meter into FEDC into Ultra. Let's say when you have like a chance to land a big combo and a mid-screen, the biggest combo is FADC into Ultra.
Right.
But if you only have 1 meter, it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
So you need 2 meter just in case that's like, it's going to happen.
So when should you use your Ultra? Do you wait until it's all the way fully stocked?
Well, when I want to come back, I wouldn't use my Ultra until I have full bar.
Yeah.
Because the damage is a big difference compared to half a bar. But if let's say I'm leading, I'm comfortable lead, I'll use it. If I have a half of the Ultra, I'll use it just to have a bigger lead.
So it's like damage versus momentum.
Right.
Sort of. You want have momentum to keep going. Use that half bar.
I'll use it because I can use it again
at
the end of the round. I can use 2 Ultras in 1 round. That's when I use it. If I want a great lead, I'll use it half bar. If I want a big comeback, I'll use it in the end.
That's interesting. Very cheap. Very cheap. 2 Ultras in 1 round. Come on now. Let's talk a little bit about Ryu's defensive options.
Okay.
How would you go about, getting people off you, once they're rushing you down or something?
So it depends how they. So first I have to expect jump in.
Okay.
Always expect jump in. So
right.
Have your
and
uppercut ready.
You have your uppercut as we talked about.
Have that ready, and let's say a far jump in from whichever character. Let's say Abel.
Okay.
Let's do a jump forward. That's the longest attack. Okay. So that attack, maybe I would not do an uppercut right at that distance.
Okay.
It's gonna hit, but if it's farther, if you're not gonna press anything.
Okay.
Let's say if you're not pressing anything here, it's gonna whiff.
Right.
And I'm gonna look like a big punish.
Yeah.
So in this distance, maybe I would use this or this. So
that roundhouse is really good, huh?
Yeah. So there's no. I can't say no risk, but
and I'm jumping in with my attack.
Yeah, it's not as big. The risk is not as big, so it still beats it, right?
Right.
Or do a jab. Daigo does this because like 0 risk.
Yeah.
But I like damage.
Daigo doesn't like to take a risk.
Yeah, but I like damage, so I would use these attacks. When I'm leading, even though if I have a chance to do like a big combo, I'll probably just end it with this just to get the chip.
Right.
Just get him out, or after a sweep. I'll just do fireball. I'll just wake up so he can't do anything but block.
That's using fireballs defensively.
Yes. Or I'll just do like the farthest pokes just to get out. And if a character approaches me, I'll just try use my fastest poke, like low strong or low forward, just to keep them out. And let's say on a wake up, when you're leading, you should just try and block.
Okay.
Instead of whipping an uppercut, which will put you in great risk. And
yeah, go ahead.
Like Abel is gonna
so you
do any.
Yeah, you don't want to wake up and just do an uppercut.
Right.
Especially
even if you
meter.
do it, even if you do it when you're leading, you might want to use your gauge.
Right.
And instead of, and there's options like, so backdash doesn't really work, and Ryu's options like, backdash is ass. It doesn't even do anything. So rather than backdashing, I would just block.
Okay.
When you're defensive. And when it comes to, let's say I'm in like 60% lead and Abel has 20%.
Right.
Like, it's pretty obvious that he's going to try and do something.
Yeah, he's going to go nuts. He
comeback, right?
Yeah, he needs to come back, and he's going to get a
So instead, on a wake up, you might want to just block.
Right.
The worst thing you're going to get
is
throw.
Yeah.
But it's going to reset the situation here.
Yeah.
So it just, you can take like, I don't know, take like 4 throws or 5 throws.
Yeah.
Just take it. Let the situation reset, and yeah.
Sometimes
after a throw, like, they don't have setups after a throw, and that's all they do.
Right.
And yeah, instead of if you panic and like mash on uppercuts or with this, one low fierce into ultra, that's it. And yeah.
Don't worry about my execution.
Yeah, I'm not worried about your Abels. And maybe after a throw, maybe you can do a safe jump, but safe jump, there's a strict timing. Yeah, you might not want to risk it.
Tiny window.
Even if you can do it, I don't know, with your friends, you can do it like perfectly. Maybe you don't want to do that in a tournament. Yeah. Maybe just walk back, give him some space.
Nice.
And he's still thinking.
Right.
He has to approach you again. Like
and then you can start spamming those normals.
Yeah. Then after a throw, you walk back. Abel has to like think of a way to get in again. Yeah. Instead of you going in when you're leading.
All right, let's get a little more specific with some of these matchups. Okay. Obviously, people should know by now that one of Ryu's hardest matchups is DHALSIM.
Yes.
What are some of the things you can do to try to overcome this uphill battle?
I personally think this matchup is so hard it's almost impossible.
Right.
But
and that's mainly because we talked about some of your specials: the fireball, uppercut, hurricane kick.
You can't do any of it.
Sim has an answer for all of this.
Well, you can do hurricane kick, but you have to like predict his yoga fire, which is hard. Right. So you have to outplay the player instead of the character.
You have to play the player.
Yes.
You have to play the player in this matchup.
And so what you want to do is you have to have super.
Yeah.
In this matchup. Otherwise, you're not going to threat DHALSIM at all.
Right.
So also at this full screen range, you can actually land damage against DHALSIM.
How so?
So when he does the standing fierce, this move, you can actually punish it with several stuff like low jab, low strong,
nice,
and a sweep.
Nice.
And then you get it.
Yeah.
After that, you dash
you
twice
momentum.
just to get closer. And the first thing you want to do is push DHALSIM into the corner.
Yes.
That's the only way to win. And not to forget using this hurricane, this air tatsu, because when you do a yoga fire, you can actually, it's easier to get in, and it's harder for a DHALSIM player to punish. Rather than this, it's slow and it's easy.
Right.
Once you get close, let's say he's blocking your poke strings, but you don't want to let him out. Okay. So what you can do is use focus level to get back in and apply more pressure, and you have to use a lot of frame traps against DHALSIM. And hurricane kick is one of the best or the easiest frame trap to land on DHALSIM. I don't think you want to jump in against him really, but you have to at least jump once or twice.
Sometimes in this matchup, it seems like you're going to have to take risks.
You have to jump in just to give this message to your opponent. Like, man, this guy would jump.
Yeah,
right. So
just to make them,
just to make them prepared for the entire, and then
Yeah, because really, like, if you go ahead and throw a fireball,
Okay. A trade, even a trade,
It's in my favor.
It's in your favor because my uppercut is not going to do anything.
so you have to, you have to be scared to throw them.
Yeah. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. DHALSIM can afford to trade a few of those.
Yeah, but all like jump and attack can be certain normals too if it's not timed correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to jump in sometimes just to pray.
Yeah, a lot of prayers.
And DHALSIM,
for this
all
matchup.
DHALSIM players are they're
patient.
paranoid.
Oh,
No, they're
paranoid?
paranoid against throws.
Yeah.
Don't like hesitate to like throw them.
Yeah, you want, once you have them on the ground, that's exactly where you want all
Yes.
sims. That's your moment to shine.
Yes.
Gotta read your opponent. You know, you can't throw fireballs from full screen. You can't really jump at him because he's got normals to stop everything.
Right.
And there's nothing worse than when this happens and you get thrown out of there.
Yes. And his super is ridiculously good.
Yeah. So we're going to talk now about the GUILE matchup. This is another really difficult matchup for
It's
you.
very difficult in Super right now.
So this is, some small tactics that might help you overcome this uphill battle again.
So at 4 cubes here, you see, it's not going to hit even if my hand is out. At 3 cube range, we're here. 1, 2, 3. It's going to hit me.
I'll get that.
So make sure you know the range. It's here. It's not going to hit. Oh wow, the walk
that's
man.
far.
Yeah. Okay. The most common anti-air style uses the low, down fear. Where if you don't press anything at this point, it's not gonna hit you. It makes a width and you can punish.
But if you throw out a button,
But if you throw a button, it's gonna hit you. Okay. So good GUILE players, once you do this to like really good GUILE players, they're gonna substitute with a standing fierce,
right?
which is gonna hit even if I'm not pressing anything.
Oh jeez.
Or the swing punch.
Yeah.
So this is when you're fucking up their mind.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be used. Then it's gonna beat it. This attack.
Okay.
It's gonna beat it. So first you have to make them hesitate on which normals they're gonna use.
Oh jeez.
And when GUILE is pressuring you with Sonic Boom, at the 3 cube range, you have to keep blocking, or otherwise, if you're trying to counter, his normal is gonna hit you.
Right.
So keep blocking until you get the 4 cube range before you throw any fireballs or hit any normals.
Right.
And most common thing, not a lot of Ryu's get hit by his back fist punch. So usually, people just keep walking into it.
I always see GUILEs landing at least 2 consecutive back fist
because people are
punch.
trying to move.
They get frustrated.
You can move, but after the first one, the first thing you want to do after you get hit is crouch. It's not going to hit you when it's crouched. So first thing you want to do is, I'm going to crouch and then do a low forward. It's going to punish. And make sure you build super in this matchup.
What is the super good for?
It's good for punishing his counters Sonic Boom. Here, it's going to punish.
Oh, nice.
So, and this is where you want to use your EX Fireball wisely.
Yeah.
So let's say GUILE throws a Sonic Boom here and connect it to Ultra. So you want to save your meter to do that.
So that keep your EX fireballs.
Now you use it here.
Yeah.
Now you can throw it whenever you want. Yeah, so basically that's it. And not to forget to use your Tatsu to go over the Sonic Boom.
Right.
But you have to have a good read.
Let's look at Bison. These are all bad matchups generally for Ryu.
Yeah, it was, I would say, even in vanilla, but since it's buffs and it's ultra, it's harder.
Yeah. All right, so what's generally the game plan in this matchup?
Don't get cornered.
Okay, and it's easy for him to corner you
It's
because
easy because one
got scissor kick pressure.
1 or 2 scissor kicks, you're in the corner. So let's say how to get out. So I would keep blocking after a scissor kick string because it's a loop, 2 times loop, and you might want to keep blocking because they're gonna do eventually they're gonna do a roundhouse to keep you from jumping. So you have to read your player.
Yeah.
But keep blocking, it doesn't do much chip damage, as you can see. So anyway, so here's a little trick. Low short in the scissor kick, because of loop. I have to block it. That's good. Okay, do that again, please. So that makes low short.
Wait a minute. Right now, for those of you that can't see, we're in a room full of like 70 employees, and they all looked at us with their eyebrows raised. They didn't understand how that just worked. Let's do that one more time.
So this stops his loop. This stops his loop.
That's so sick.
Yeah, this stops his, it doesn't make a big difference. You're still in the corner, but this makes it whiff, so a scissor kick wouldn't come out.
Wow.
So this is where you want to jump out. This little trick. And everybody stopped looking at me like that.
Yeah. People are like, what?
So yeah, so this is a little trick. So usually Bisons, they would do like, let's say full screen when they have gauge. So obviously they're gonna do it like a, either they're gonna build meter with Devil Reefers, or gonna fake you out with a head stomp, right? Yeah. So whenever you see this move, you can, of course, you can do a jump back or do a fireball where he lands. What you want to do is do a really early jump strong with Ryu. When you want to fake it out, before he can fake it out, it's too late. Yeah. You're gonna land this and you're gonna get an ultra, free ultra. So when you see this, just do it. Just do it. It's gonna be his.
And pretty much in that point, you have to be feeling out the player. To
right.
He's gonna try to build meter.
They're trying to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, it doesn't matter. Even if you do this, even his head stomp, it's not gonna touch me. I'm gonna beat it. This is what I'm gonna do. An early one.
Only thing you got to be scared of is when he starts glowing.
Right. You don't have to glow and you jump back. Yeah. All right. And against this character, you have to zone him out. But when he has meter, and you have to make sure he's walking forward before you go a fireball.
Yeah, because if he's sitting there, you don't
charging. You know what's up. And a good move to like fake the ultra is this. Yeah. So people are gonna like fall.
Yeah, they're
gonna fall into it.
Because people want to alter that fireball.
Yeah, and
so you got to fake him out.
Right.
Try to fake that ultra out.
So there's a lot of like common setups like EXI crush and full screen. People are trying to get in, so they're gonna do it. But this is safe on block for Bison at this range. He's gonna do a low short into a loop. I can't do anything. Right here. So what you want to do is you have to look for a full screen. It's either he's gonna do a Devil Reefers, a head stomp, or this, where you can uppercut. Right. So you look for it and then you uppercut. Or you can do a jump back.
Yeah, and you know he's going to be thinking about it once he's been sitting there for 2 seconds.
Right. So just do something. Just don't forget to use the EX Hurricane Kick as a frame trap, because people are mashing that a little short. Nice. Yeah, don't forget that one.
Yeah, I'm mashing it. I'm mashing that
people
short.
Mash that shit.
I'm trying to play like a Bison should.
Yeah, and let's say in the corner, they also do, even Daigo. Yeah. If some setups or whatever, you're blocking all his stuff, he's going to do something different. Yes. They'll be like, oh, this guy's blocking everything. It's not going to work. So let's say you keep blocking the scissor kick. They're going to do something. They'll probably do an EX head stomp. So this is what you do when he does an EX stomp. Forward dash and you get a free punish. So expect an EX head stomp. So once he glow, just get the fuck out and punish. It's totally, like, you can react to it. It's slow.
It makes sense.
That's the only thing they can do.
Let's try it again.
Okay. So now you get up. Everybody can react to that. It's easy. You just have to look for it. When you see it glow, obviously it's that move, right? The Psycho Crusher, you can punish it. Then you get hit. And EX Scissor Kick, you're gonna get hit. So that's the only thing you have to look for.
Another popular character people like to pick, GIF. Yes. Everybody loves a GIF. He's got tons of damage, tons of priority on some of his moves. How the heck does Ryu stop him?
You can't really. You have to zoom him out, of course. Yeah. Ryu has a lot of tools to keep him out. Right. So most of the GIF players, only thing you have to worry is jump fears, which you have to uppercut with the
shortcut.
crouching. Yeah, with the shortcut. Otherwise, it's gonna trade.
Right.
This move is gonna trade so easily, and it's not gonna be in your favor. It's
Right.
ridiculous to trade. It's not gonna. It's not gonna trade. It's gonna trade every time, unless you do this. Okay. Anyways,
Shortcut.
you can also do. Since Zangief has a short jump,
Yeah.
so even though if you see the range, they're gonna do this short jump. You have to use normals to beat this move instead of whiffing uppercut. It's too risky.
Right. Yeah, because
Right,
if you went all
exactly.
that's
So
not good.
when you're, this is the only move that can be clean. This and jab. So when you're in a huge lead, you might not want to uppercut.
Oh wow. Now, what about geefs that are spamming lariats? How do you stop that?
Oh, usually I would walk for it and do a combo like this. So don't worry too much about getting hit by a lariat. You can actually space it.
Okay.
Just get a free punish.
Nice.
When Gief is getting close to you, you have to out footsies him
Yeah.
with this and sweep. So usually after a sweep, a really safe setup is throwing the first fireball.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where he is. So you can't do it too close because the reversal EX palm is going to hit you here.
Okay.
Okay, so you do it here where it's safe on block. Okay, or if he does, okay, you can do it. You can block or do a focus backdash in here. This is a safe setup. A slow one into the fast one, he has to block it. He can't do anything. He can do lariat, but it's gonna get hit. Okay, try doing lariat. This is gonna hit. This is gonna trade, but it depends on distance. Some distance, this is not gonna hit, but this hits.
Okay. See that?
Piece of clean. Okay, so block the first fireball.
Okay.
This is a reset situation, really.
Okay.
He can't do anything but block,
Right.
and then you try and do a lariat.
Right.
This is what happened. Oops. I get every punish. So he has no option to block 2 fireballs. He can't jump. You can use this instead. Okay, when it comes to, you can actually bait Zangief's EX palm. Once you space it right, you get a free punish. You get a free punish. You want to use the low fears because you want to.
Right. To get the hurricane.
Yes. And it depends what you want. If you don't want to take the risk after a hurricane, you have to use. You can use any hurricane kick, any version. There's other setups like if you want to zone him more and get more gauge, that's what you can do. And then you get a free reset right there. But there's also like you can also bait his lariat is pretty godlike. You can't never jump in. It's gonna hit you.
Yeah.
So what you want to do? There's a bait.
Try the jump in again.
Yeah.
People see how bad that lariat just destroys.
I was trying to cross sub it. It doesn't work. All you do is all they do is press a button and there you go. You can't do anything. It's ridiculous. Oh, even worse.
Yeah.
All right. So what you can do is a bait.
Okay.
You can bait this like that.
Nice.
You get a free. I would say free.
Yeah.
40 damage.
40 damage.
It depends. Sometimes in the corner, if you're lucky,
Yeah.
you can make a juggle and ninja ultra.
Oh my gosh.
So this is a pretty good move for AE since the hurricane kick is going to hit full hit. And where people do a lariat, it looks like you can't do anything.
Right.
But you can actually punish it. Right there like that. The ultra.
Yeah.
So
That's Gief in a nutshell.
yeah.
We got another character to experiment on right here. We got Sagat, however you want to pronounce the name.
Sagat.
Yeah, but what's a general strategy to defeat this guy?
You have to outzone him.
Okay, and then that's hard to do because this is
He
one
has
of the best-
faster. Yeah, it's faster. So you have to use your hurricane kick wisely here. So here you want to use this to get in, which you have to read just to get in, just to knock him down. Like he's already like near the corner, right?
Wow, yeah.
So what you want? The strategy is you want Sag in the corner. Once he's in the corner, he doesn't have much choice to get out.
Right.
His only way is probably
He's
EX
gotta-
tiger shot
right.
or some random tiger knee.
Random uppercuts,
He's not gonna
random
jump.
tiger
If he
knees.
jumps, you're gonna uppercut that shit.
Yeah.
So, but here, you can knock him down by using jab, which stops almost all his options.
Yeah. And the trade is not even...
It shouldn't even trade when it's timed perfect. So that's the uppercut only thing you can do right now. But I personally like to use... I like to land damage, so I would use... Fierce.
Oops.
Which
That's
usually
a trade in your
trade,
favor.
or otherwise it's timed perfectly, you get a counter hit.
Okay.
And after a counter hit, like that was a counter hit.
Yeah.
So when Ryu does a counter hit with
Standing Fierce.
Standing Fierce, he has several things he can do. The sweep.
Okay.
When you have super, you can do this.
Oh wow.
That's a 6-hit. So that's what you can do when you have Sagat in the corner.
So you want to fish out that Fierce Punch.
Right. I mean, after when they're in the corner, they have to do something to get out.
Right.
That's basically it. He's gonna jump, and then make sure you do the low forward against Tiger Knee. Make a whiff. You can do it by reaction, which is not hard. And you start punishing, or finishing with throw with the combo. You don't want to jump into him.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes you have to jump, just like any other character, just to let them know you actually jump.
Right.
Just make them think. Other than that, just slow him out and make him the one come to you. Take the lead, try and get the super, and land it whenever you can, and
nice.
Turtle or whatever.
Here's a matchup.
Oh, here's a matchup?
Here's a matchup.
All right.
Ryu versus Honda.
All right.
Clearly a matchup that's at least 8-2 in your favor.
8-2 in my favor.
And if you don't believe it, we're going to find out why right now.
But I body you last night, so...
With ease. You didn't even have to work.
Oh, okay.
And that's because... what are some of the things you look for in this matchup?
Jump in. That's it.
And how is Honda going to get damage without jumping? He's not going to.
He can do it with a standing roundhouse.
Standing roundhouse, but
Dude,
he has to
far.
But he has to walk forward.
Dude, it hit low. Okay, a standing attack that hits low. That's broken.
It's not broken. Look at how close he has to be. Remember what you were talking about with fireballs?
Dude,
just throw a fireball in it.
Look at this. Look, don't do anything. Look at the range.
Okay.
Okay, it should be here. It's not gonna hit you, right? Dude, it's ridiculous. Look at the range.
Yeah, but when I'm this close, you just throw a fireball. I can't react.
It's faster than a fireball. Dude, look at a counter hit. You see my fireball coming out, right? Dude, even a trade. But anyways, so we should go back.
Let's go back to the match. Okay.
So usually I'd make him jump.
Yes.
Before he has a super.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't even start. Just so, and why are you jumping in?
Oh.
So yeah, that's the most common thing that
Yeah.
Honda does, just jumping up with the Fierce Punch.
Right.
Neutral jump with this. So how do you counter this is? You see them jump and do it. Roundhouse kick can beat it clean.
Yeah.
Basically, you run against this character.
Yes.
Because you're the one chasing me, right?
Right.
So I'll be running, throwing fireballs, making you jump. Once you jump, I anti that. And yeah, footsies, the up footsies.
The crouching medium kick just stops everything I have.
Yeah, but I have to watch out for the roundhouse kick. But once you're
Sure.
with the roundhouse kick, I can walk a little bit forward. Ugh, so sick.
This is premium footsies right here.
Yeah, nobody's hitting each other. But you can do like jump ins attack. You can bait that and do a jump in once you whiff.
Right.
Yeah, so that beats
Yeah.
that. Okay, free
Because his
combo.
roundhouse stays out there forever. That's a free jump in.
Quite a long time, but not forever.
Just dang near forever. Yeah, pretty much I think the game plan for this is you want to do fireballs from a distance.
Yes.
Force Honda to
But
jump.
you have to do your longest range is the jump.
Yeah, fierce.
Yes, so I have to know the
roundhouse is good
distance.
too.
Yeah, I have to know the distance. It's around maybe I think it's here.
Yeah.
Fireball. Yeah, exactly. So this is where you don't want to throw a fireball. You have to throw it almost full screen.
Right.
That's ridiculous, man.
Nah, man. See, look at that. Free uppercut on every fireball.
Because you did it by reaction. But anyway.
One thing you want to do is once you knock Honda down, is you want to make him lose his charge so he can't do anything.
Right.
You know?
So let's say you just. So only thing he has is the
and then
splash.
And that's it. That's all I can do is.
And this is how I punish it too.
Yeah.
With low fear spike reaction. Or walk.
Really? I've never even been punished like that before. After blocking it first and then a low fierce?
After blocking it, do combo, man. I can do whatever. And knock me down with whatever you do. And then people are going to do this to punish, right? So this is going to hit.
Oh my gosh.
Do a throw. I think a command throw is not going to...
Yeah.
Do a command throw, then do that. Be in the corner. Yeah. Oh,
you're just mashing it. You weren't even timing it.
I don't even time that. Yeah, that beats it. But also, like, you can also dash out of it and land a combo.
Oh my gosh.
Dash even forward or backward. It's still gonna work.
Honda's so terrible.
Oh, Honda's so good. Oh, what the hell?
Oops, let's get you back in the corner.
You can still do it.
Oh, whoops. All right.
Anywhere, but corner is like the most common position where they use it. They can land combos.
I don't want to talk about this matchup anymore.
Alright, I think we're done.
Yeah. Let's get to some more advanced strategies here. You hear the term option select being thrown around all the time. What the heck is an option select?
It's basically your first option with another option that you actually get to choose. There's like rock, paper, scissor. You have rock and then paper as a backup.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's so.
Show me some rock and paper action.
So let's say when you defending.
Okay.
So when people
love to
is they either stand tech,
right,
which you get the gesture out, or you do this.
You're still doing the same thing.
Right, but which you get, like the command you see there, I get the short out.
So I can't throw you.
Right, so you get the short out, but the range for his short is ass.
Right,
right. It's just one cube, and doesn't even hit.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is, you do an option select. An option select tech throw.
Okay.
Which you're teching, you're pressing the tech at the same time.
Right.
Instead, you have to do the crouching, of course. Instead, you're pressing low strong or whichever normal you want to come out. So I can do it like forward, or do this. So instead of having this coming out, I'm teching but having this coming out.
So you're pressing 3 buttons, as you can see: light, short, and medium punch.
Exactly. It works with every character. DHALSIM has it too. You can do it 3 buttons with the low strong. So that's gonna come out. You can also tech. Press it. So either that comes out, or this comes out.
You know I never use that, right?
Yeah, you don't need to with Honda.
Why don't I need to with Honda?
Because their jab is 3 frame. You have the best jab already.
Anyways.
Why is it good? Because let's say it's better range, of course.
Right.
And it works very well against dive kick characters. Like if you're doing short, he's gonna stop you non-stop. Right. You're not gonna beat his dive kick. But instead, if you use this, I beat him.
And you're still teching.
Yes, exactly. So, and once if I get a counter hit, if I get a counter hit, I can combo and do anything.
Yeah.
Like that. So I get more frame advantage after I
I'm mashing tech right
exactly.
after that. So if I try to throw you right after it, you'll tech it. And if I try to dive kick again, you'll hit me. Let's check it out.
Before you jump, I already hit you.
Yeah.
I'll just wait.
There we go. Okay. There's a text. Now I'm going to try to...
Of course, it doesn't beat it 100%, but it beats it better than getting beat.
It's a good option to use.
Yes.
So we saw how to do option select with tech throws.
Yes.
Very effective. With Ryu, use that medium punch. That way you can keep people off you. How do you practice the other option selects in training mode?
So first you have your main as a dummy.
Right.
No, you have Yes, exactly. Have him as a dummy,
have
and then
place
have
Ryu
myself
as,
as DHALSIM, just to
Okay.
try all the possibilities.
Okay.
So for here, I want to record DHALSIM big. No. So first, like I said before, we have expect the option select. You want to dash twice.
Okay.
So right here, that's a jump. So you, all right, I'm gonna show it clearly.
Okay.
So when you do an option select, you're doing a jumping attack.
Right.
There's no option select here, right?
Right. That's just
So
a
here
regular
you-
jump in fierce.
So right before it hits, you have to do the command. Right before it hits. Not too early, not too slow. Like here, I already input it, Hurricane Kick. You can't see it.
Okay.
So, but watch. After the setup, after setup, you want it blocking. You want to block that move. So first you want to see, okay, this attack hits.
Yeah.
So options that didn't come out.
Right.
You want to check that. So double check that.
Are you ready?
Okay, so it blocks, right? So, okay, nothing comes out.
Right.
Now you want to try like teleport.
To get out of there. Yeah.
Right, just to see it came out. So that worked. The timing was perfect.
Oh my
And you want to
gosh.
try like different possibilities like this. It beats it. So
Okay.
you don't want to use this.
Right.
So you have to. There's only rock and paper, right?
Yeah,
There's
right,
still
right.
scissor out, so you have to be guessing.
Okay.
So let's say backdash. So when he has no meter, basically Hurricane Kick covers everything
Right.
of his wake up. But
Okay.
super beats it maybe. So then you test it out. Now attention go. Everything, right?
Yeah.
So it beats it. So you want
Okay.
to do the Hurricane Kick. And
Yeah.
as I said before, it like every setup it saves to the next
Right.
character. So
Right.
now I want to test maybe Bison.
Another teleport character.
Yeah, exactly. You want to test if it works on all the teleport characters, right?
Yeah.
You have Bison and Ryu. You don't have
Okay.
to change anything. All you
Right.
do is just go playback.
That's right. Yeah, because don't exit.
Right,
Stay in
right,
that training
right,
mode.
right.
Make sure it works.
So you have the perfect timing, and you test it through the whole cast.
Okay.
Okay, it works. You want to backdash? So you can't backdash.
Backdash.
Okay.
What about teleport?
Mash my life. So that works.
There's no escape
No escape. So
unless try some of his escape moves, maybe.
that works.
Okay.
This escapes. So this,
What about EX Psycho Crusher?
so this beats it too. This beats it too. So only thing you have to worry about is the Devil Reaper. So what happens with Head Stomp? Get out.
Okay.
So that
So
would
he's
be-
got to burn meter to get out. pretty
exactly.
much.
So
That's good.
So what happens with you want to test
Yeah.
Ultra too,
Okay.
just to make sure what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
That didn't come out because
Yeah. Right.
what happens is usually options light doesn't work on Ultra
Right.
because the animation pauses
It
your
pauses the
options
game.
light.
Yeah.
It cuts it out. So that's what happened.
Okay.
Oh, and not to forget to mention, options light works with everything: throw, dash,
Yeah.
jump, any special move, any normal, even
Okay.
Ultra. So let's, for example, here.
Record. You gotta record a new
Yes, record. So I want to do a jump option select just to punish his
one. Okay.
teleport, a full punish. I did it. Okay.
No way.
It's the battle of the century.
First thing you do is block just
Yeah.
to see what's up. Nothing came out. So,
Nothing
okay.
came out.
So make sure your option select is real.
Oh god.
Came out. So I get a free full punish. So okay, then now let me try.
I feel like I'm watching David Copperfield right now. With all this stuff, this is ridiculous.
So I can do.
Nah, that ain't gonna work.
Came out right. So if I block, nothing happens.
What?
And a backdash. So let's see. Against Bison, it works if you use like let's say option set shuriken. I did it. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, once you get meter, you have to respect the meter, like I said. So first block, okay, it's real.
Yep. And now here comes the Copperfield shenanigans.
I did the Devil Reverse, so it doesn't work. It's gonna beat that, and I get free Ultra. It whiffs, like get free punish.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I punish you. Do this.
Okay.
And Psycho Crusher. Oops.
It's the battle of the century. Fight!
A trade.
Good trade.
My timing was off, but
Yeah.
if it's clean, then you're being clean. So that's how option select works. Most likely they're gonna do backdash, but you have to also worry about his flash kick.
Yeah, that's what I
So
would
what you want
assume.
to do is a safe jump option select sweep. So how you do that is,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh. Okay.
it's very
okay.
timing is very strict. So
Right.
this is what you want to do.
It's the battle of the century. Fight!
I press the option select, and this is also safe jump timing. I don't know if it's off, so you have to check it. So first, same thing.
Get started.
I'm gonna test if it's
Yeah.
a real option select. So nothing should come out. Okay,
Okay.
that's real.
All right.
So now you want to backdash. You see your sweep is coming. Sweep is coming out.
Oh.
Okay, the sweep came out. So now you test if it's a safe jump.
Try to flash kick.
So it's not a safe
Not a
jump.
safe
So
jump.
timing is not good. So you do this again.
Who will emerge a champion? Fight!
That might work.
All right. Good. That was an option.
So that worked, right? So
Ah,
now you
yeah.
want to see if your option select is still there.
Right.
The
Okay.
safe jump is there.
Okay, safe jump is there. And the
So
option select.
it covers everything right now.
It's 100% safe.
The timing is hard.
Timing takes practice. That's why you got to go in
Right.
training mode. And if you're going to use
Training
this
mode.
character and you want to be the best at this, you
Has
got
to block.
have all this stuff down.
So you can only block.
Right.
So that's safe jump option select. So basically, against every character, you want to use safe jump option select. But
Right.
some characters, you don't have to worry. They don't have a wake up reversal.
Right.
So you just don't why bother trying to
Right.
make the timing hard for
Right.
yourself.
So we've covered the defensive option selects with how to properly tech a throw. We covered the jump in option selects. Is there anything else that we're missing?
There's also like options like throw,
Okay.
options like even ultra. It works. So here, let me simply just show how options like throw is useful,
Okay.
especially against Abel.
Yeah, because he rolls around all over the
Right.
place.
So only thing to stop is to throw. So here you want to record mode. Here I did the throw already.
Okay.
It didn't come out right. Once again, check. Okay, nothing came out.
Okay.
It's real.
Are you
So now you test roll. So this beats it.
So good.
So you want to see it comes out. So now you want to stop. It stops him throwing. So cuts down the option. Now you want to do ultra, which is a little bit harder because they put more commands.
Yeah.
But it's not a problem. Or I did it. So first block, make sure it's real.
Okay.
That's how it works. All right, guys.
That's so cheap.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
It's cheap.
it's skills.
Skills. Very good. It's very
Yeah,
skillful.
not everybody can do it, right?
Right, I can't.
Every character has it. Every character has it.
You're right. I need to utilize it more.
Yeah, you can do Honda option select and do Ultra. It's just harder. It works, I think.
I can option select into Ocho.
I think so. I don't use Honda, so I only know about
Right.
Ryu. So.
Okay,
Anyway,
alright.
so
Well, that's sick.
there's also buffering option select.
So what is that?
So basically,
We're looking at
it's like-
buffering options
right.
selects here.
So right when you have your normal out,
Mm-hmm.
right before it disappears, you input, like you buffer the input.
Right.
So this is what
okay.
you do. So this is like strong, right?
Right.
So I'm doing like, oh, don't worry. So I'm doing
Okay.
like strong into fireball. You see, I have the fireball command.
Yeah.
Nothing comes out.
Right.
Unless it hits you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna buffer an option select low forward into hurricane kick.
Okay.
So basically, if I do a hurricane kick, it's not gonna come out
Right.
unless it hits.
Right.
So this is what I do. Her block and do a rush punch.
Okay.
Comes out. If you don't do anything, I'm doing the same thing. If you don't do anything, it's not gonna come out. This comes out. So let's say I can buffer a super as well. That comes out. And you can also do yeah. So it never comes out.
Wow. So now we've dang near covered just about everything there is to know
Yes.
about option selects.
Yes.
What can you tell me about things such as frame traps in this game?
There's a lot of. It has different timing
Yeah.
and setups for different characters. But for Ryu, you can. His best frame trap would be EX Hurricane Kick.
Okay.
And it's low strong.
Oh yeah, I get hit by that all day.
So, for example, against like mashers,
yeah.
both works. But if you don't want to waste a meter like that,
Yeah, I was,
short comes
I was
out.
mashing right there because I didn't want to get thrown.
Yes, so short comes out because it's invisible. The bottom of the
Yeah.
where the leg is, and now if you time your strong, low strong perfectly, you get a free frame trap. Plus, you can combo into sweep or whatever you want, and you get build meter instead of wasting 1 meter. So that gives you counter
Yeah.
hit, and you get another setup after a
Right.
sweep. Mash.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can do it again after each setup. Even as a trade, it's still in my
Yeah,
favor.
it's still in your favor because you're
I can
getting a
still,
medium punch.
again, right away, I can do another one. So here you can use options like medium punch to tech. This shows
Okay.
how useful this is. For
Okay.
example, I do,
Come, gotta mash.
see, I'm gonna mash. So if you mash with option select,
So now we've covered dang near all this tricky stuff, right?
Right.
We got option selects galore. We got frame traps galore. What are some pretty cool setups that you got during a match?
these are my personal setups, but
Okay.
I'm here to share to everybody.
That's what we want to
So,
see.
alright, so you guys have to know, like, the whole cast, every character has different wake-up time
Right.
after a knockdown. So, the setup I'm going to show here right now, it works on only certain characters. And list some, like, Ryu, Sakura, Honda, your
Of course.
favorite, yeah?
Everything works on Honda.
Okay, so,
Seriously.
okay, so first you do a back throw,
Okay.
and then you dash forward twice,
Okay.
and then a roundhouse hurricane kick.
Okay, let's
Okay,
see what
so-
happens.
Okay,
All right, I'm
try and
blocking.
block. Let's cross this up. Okay. Again.
Do it again.
So make sure you dash immediately. And then
Oh,
kick.
that's so sick.
Okay.
Tricks.
Works with back throw and even forward throw. Forward throw with a short cut. Jab cut. Oops.
But that's still sick.
That works.
That's too sick.
Okay. So those are setups.
Okay.
Like common setups like after a sweep,
Right.
cross up into
Right.
super. So you
And
have
that's
to
roundhouse hurricane kick?
right. You want roundhouse make it the deepest. So
Okay.
if you want to do a closer one, like here, roundhouse is not gonna hit, right?
Right.
So here you have to use the short one. You have to adjust all 3 kicks.
Okay.
So you have to know the how to
Okay.
measure. So here I use the short because I know how many blocks, how many cubes.
Right. And of course you connect super right after that.
Right, right. Do this. So here I'm gonna show you. So this is just like how the hurricane kick
Right.
works, like
Right.
on ground. So here I'm gonna show some more advanced. setups.
More advanced setups, if you will.
Let's use DHALSIM
Okay.
as a sample.
All right. I mean, anything against DHALSIM would be great because obviously this is like Ryu's toughest
Right,
matchup.
and this is my
It sounds like
best. It's the best.
Yeah,
This is the best.
this is the best.
This is the best.
So let's see what you. Oh my goodness.
So that's a reset. That's how much you get out of it.
Oh, it's blocking the whole time.
Yep, so again,
Oh my god.
that's a reset combo. That's from a jump in. So you have to be as close as you want. So if you do it like
Right.
this, that's a full hit. That doesn't reset, right? So what you want to do is this. So you want to use stand strong,
to get in
stand
closer.
forward, yes,
Yeah.
to get closer. That hits.
Oh god.
So on ground, simply, you just do maybe once you have a chance to crumple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. That will be a reset.
Do that again? Sorry, I wasn't blocking.
That's how the reset works.
That's an air exclusive.
Yep. So now,
That's the sickest Ryu stuff I think I've ever seen in this game.
all right. So keep blocking how you block, and I'll
Okay.
show you another setup.
Okay.
You can set up anyway. You have to space it really well. So
Okay.
I'll just do back throw. So that hits.
That could have been FADC, huh?
Exactly.
During this crazy air reset,
Right.
don't mind if I dub it that. This air reset, mid combo, if you feel like you're going to go for that, the reset, then the person should start holding the opposite direction in order to block it, right?
Right. That's the only way to get up.
Let me see it. I'm going to try to. And once you
So
start
you
the
hold
combo,
forward.
I'm going to hold it forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the way to get up.
That's too sick. And that still does good damage.
Exactly. And even if you don't have meter, let's say
Right.
you know your character is going to get, I mean
Yeah.
your opponent is going to be
Yeah.
get a stun soon.
Right.
Just reset the stun.
Oh my gosh.
It gives you extra stun. This also resets.
That's so
the
good.
stun.
That's so good.
So let's say,
Put that stun on.
Yeah, the stun is crazy. You can instantly kill also.
Oh my
So that's only
gosh.
20 away for a stun. So simply an overhead, he's done. This setup not just works on a lot of character.
Okay.
I can list some like Set. Chun-Li.
You said that so evil, meaning like if you landed on Seth, he's dead in
Right.
one combo.
Chun-Li,
Okay.
Abel,
Okay.
Alfarute.
Okay.
There's more. So make sure you guys train him when so.
Yes, exactly. Experiment. See what you can come up with.
Like that.
Oh my goodness.
This only works on DHALSIM, by the way.
It's also
Only
exclusive.
Right.
That's so sick. All right, well, I can't thank you enough, man, for all the information you provided us. I know there's millions of people out there who are loving this information.
I hope this helped. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.